This in-service video will provide you with basic instructions on using the SILS Stitch articulating suturing device from Covidien. Always refer to the instructions for use packaged with the product for complete instructions, indications, contraindications, warnings, and precautions. The SILS Stitch instrument is a single-use device which is shipped sterile. The blister pack contains printed loading instructions on the in-service card attached to the shaft of the instrument. The SILS Stitch consists of the following parts: jaws, articulating shaft, and handle. The handle itself is comprised of a tip rotation knob, articulation knob, toggle levers, and rubberized ribbed handles. Prior to loading, ensure that the metal bars are fully extended. If the metal bars are not extended, follow the unloading instructions prior to loading the device. Prior to loading, ensure that the end effector is in the straight position and is aligned so that the logo on the end effector and printing on the handle are both facing up. Insert the open jaws of the device with the logo on the end effector facing up into the single-use loading unit, SULU. Press firmly on the apex of the jaws to ensure that the jaws are fully seated. Completely squeeze the handles and pull both toggle levers back until you hear an audible click. Now the toggle levers are fully activated. The black reloading buttons will cover the red indicator boxes. Press down on the SULU tab and remove the device and entire length of suture. Test to ensure that the needle is fully seated by passing the needle back and forth between the jaws of the device. Measuring suture length. Use the gradient markings on the side of the shaft to measure desired suture length from 9 to 42 centimeters. Do not depress reloading buttons when instruments are in the body cavity. Prior to unloading, ensure that the end effector is in the straight position. Squeeze handles and align side toggle levers with the arrows on the instrument body housing. Simultaneously squeeze the handles and press the black reloading buttons on the front and back of the device and slide them completely forward to expose the red indicator boxes. Release handles and remove the needle. The metal bars are now extended. The device is ready to be reloaded. To articulate, straighten the end effector. Rotate the articulation knob until the end effector is at the desired angle. The end effector articulates in one direction only, toward the gradient markings. To rotate the end effector, rotate the tip rotation knob until the jaws are in the desired orientation. Rotation is continuous in either direction. Prior to introduction or removal of the SILS Stitch device through a trocar, ensure that the end effector is in the straight position and the jaws are locked in the closed position. To lock the jaws in the closed position, squeeze the handles and push either of the toggle levers until the toggles are aligned with the arrows on the body housing. The SILS Stitch device is designed for introduction and use through all appropriately sized Covidien trocars or larger sized trocars with the use of a converter. Once the device is inside the body cavity, the jaws are opened by squeezing the handles and pushing either toggle lever completely forward. Once the handles are released, the needle is exposed and ready for use. To guide the needle through the tissue, close the jaws by completely squeezing the handles and reversing the position of the toggle levers until they stop. Toggles may only be activated when the handles and jaws are in the closed position. Failure to do so may damage the instrument. Do not use the SILS Stitch on any tissues that cannot be comfortably compressed to allow for complete jaw closure. The needle has now been passed to the opposite jaw of the SILS Stitch device. Open the jaws by releasing the handle and pull the suture through the tissue, leaving a tail. At this point, you can repeat steps 3 through 5 to place a running stitch or place an interrupted stitch with endoscopic knot tying techniques until the stitch is complete. When suture tension is required, make sure that the jaws are in the closed position. After completion, verify hemostasis. Minor bleeding may be controlled with the use of additional sutures or electrocautery. Note, prior to removal of the device, the jaws must be in the closed position. For more information about the Covidien SILS stitch instrument, please refer to the instructions for use.